You deserve to feel proud, confident, and most of all, seen. Today, we're honored to have Sharrin Fuller on this episode of Bookkeepers on Fire. So join us in welcoming her today. But first, our partner of the week. So if you're listening to Bookkeepers on Fire, chances are you like hearing smart people talk shop, challenge ideas, and make sense of what's changing in our profession. So here's another show that might belong in your podcast lineup. Our friend Alicia Katz Pollock hosts the unofficial QuickBooks Accountant podcast. And it's a great resource for bookkeepers and accounting pros who want thoughtful conversations about QuickBooks, real world challenges, and the kinds of ideas that help you stay sharp in the industry. Alicia originally started the unofficial QuickBooks Accountants podcast with Hector Garcia and has continued this legacy with weekly episodes over 2 years now. Frequent guests include Dan DeLong, Margie Reimers Davis, and special guests, including project managers at Intuit. What I like about listening to Alicia is that she brings a lot of experience, a lot of practical insight, and a real commitment to helping bookkeepers do better work while simplifying everything. So if you enjoy shows like ours, and you're always looking for another smart voice to add to your rotation, check out the unofficial QuickBooks Accountants podcast, anywhere you get your podcasts. And the link is in the show notes. Now let's get into it with Sharrin.
Well, I'm so excited she's here. This is a real superstar. I mean, she's even an author.
Normally when I hear someone say, let's get into it with Sharrin, it's usually a throwdown in a parking lot.
Yeah,
Well, that was the intention.
I mean, you're a superstar. I mean, let me just list off the stuff I know about you. First off,
Oh my
you
God.
wrote a book.
I did.
Everybody get it on Amazon.
I love that picture.
It's pretty good.
My hair looks really
You are
good.
The president, and you're president of the AF. How do you say AF? What is it?
I'm currently treasurer. I'm president-elect next year, but it's the AFWA.
Which stands for?
Oh, the Accounting and Financial Women's Alliance.
Okay, and that organization's been around for what? How long?
1912.
1912. So over 100 years. And so she's the president-elect.
Oh my God.
You just realized
I
this.
1912 is like before World War One.
Well, people now say I was born in the 1900s because I was born in 1980. I mean, when they say that, usually after I slap them and they come back and apologize, I realize they're not wrong. But go ahead. Keep going about me.
Find out what actually happened in 1912. Donna, Google that while we're looking to see what happened.
Okay, really?
That's when the organization
1912.
started. Yeah, 1912.
Hang tight.
And I think
It's like the Black
even
Plague.
The Internal Revenue Service. When was that came into being? That was before that.
Dude, I don't know.
I could be wrong. And you run the annual Women Who Count conference.
That I do. I am the chair. Absolutely.
She's the chair.
My
And last year I went to
passion
that
project.
conference, and it's amazing.
Last year you were our closing keynote and you
I
killed
was.
it so much that you are
I
our
was.
opening. We asked you to come back this year as our opening keynote.
I know it'll be like they never left.
I know. To be continued. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, poof. So it was thrilling because and you had boys there too, which was kind of fun. But it was mainly for women.
Ew.
And
Yeah,
but it was
it is.
great. And where is it this year?
Hilton Head, South Carolina, right on an island.
Cool. And that's
I'm
bring
excited.
your husband if you want to, because they have a lot of golfing there. Or leave him at home.
Yeah,
better
they
yet.
do.
So
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
had your own accounting firm, which you have
Yep.
since sold, correct?
My second one, and I sold my second one, yeah.
Okay.
I've had two.
And what other big
I've actually had three.
Yeah, you had three and you sold all three?
Well, I had one and then I sold it, and then I started two more, and then I bought out my partners, merged it together, and then I just sold it again.
Amazing. And then what else? What other great things have you done?
I've never ran a marathon, so I was trying to find something witty. I've done nothing that has anything to do with exercise. If we're talking about work, I'm so lazy. I'm mentally the most energetic person ever, like doing things. No, I don't want to do
in fact,
things.
I have to tell you, what is it? Tomorrow we're on a panel talking about the 30-hour work week with
Oh
Vince.
yeah, see? Lazy. Don't ask me what I do at the other time. I'm lazy.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun. So come
I am.
tomorrow. So what?
Yeah.
FinSmart
The panel's on Thursday, guys.
Thursday. Thursday.
Oh, it is Thursday. Me, you, and Randy.
Randy Crabtree, me,
yeah.
you, and somebody else. And we're talking about the 30-hour work week. I'm very excited about that because
I am
I
too.
have some opinions.
Oh, I have super opinions. You know me. So for the past, I'm not opinionated at all. For the past 5 years, I've ran 2 accounting firms, merged into one. I'm also a fractional CFO and manager of a business that a very, very, very super rich family, but their other side, I handle all we have like 15 properties. I handle all that. And then I am developing commercial property in Utah. And then I, of course, have Glass Wallet, which is now what I have. I am now Glass Wallet. Well, I'm still a fractional manager and I still have, or fractional CFO, I still have the property, not my firm. But now my 100% focus is my community. I have my Clone and Conquer hub, and I also do one-on-one strategic advisory.
So
that's where I'm at now.
So what is that? What is that business?
So I originally started it because I was going to start taking equity in people's accounting firms to help them fix it. And then I just ended up starting my own, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna do this. And so Glass Wallet was supposed to be because I'm a very transparent person. And so I wanted people to know where my money was going. Spoiler alert, vodka and Keno. Anyhow, so now it's my advisory. My strategic business advisory is through Glass Wallet, and then my Clone and Conquer hub is through Glass Wallet.
So do you work with business owners or do you work with accounting firms?
So accounting is my community. I know I have more of an accounting reach because of where I've been so often, and I know a lot of I know accounting like the back of my hand, right? Like just having this phone call with Dan DeLong, I'm like, I could actually, maybe you guys, I could set up a new accounting firm tomorrow if I want. And that sounds so like, but I can. It's what I'm very good at. But also the processes and what I teach, they translate across all professional service companies. So I say business owners. I like startup to small, medium size. Typically, the people I'm working with are not yet breaking $1 million a year. They're under $1 million. They're either their own or they're starting to grow and they're stuck. They are just stuck. And they're those people that are like, I don't know what to do. I know I need to do this if I can't get it done. I need to hire somebody, but everybody I hire is terrible and I fire them. And I'm like, oh, everybody? No, that's you. So I help unstuck them. And that can mean a lot of things. It can really mean a lot of things. So really that's where our focus is. But I'm extremely efficient. It's all about tech as much as I can. I do not throw people at a problem. And that's what a lot of people in our accounting world do is they're like, oh, I have a big firm. I have like 15 people. I'm like, what's your revenue? They're like $1 million. I'm like, you have 15 people and $1 million? You should have 4 or 5.
And then one time Don and I were sitting at a conference and somebody said that they had 8 professionals doing $750,000. I go, do the math. And Don
You're also what, you work part-time at Burger King?
Ourselves. I go, I know.
Yeah. 750.
Like,
yeah.
We do that by ourselves. It's like,
that's what I'm saying. Average should be 200 to 2. I always said 300,000 per one full-time employee, and they're saying that it's 200. I'm like, with tech, I think it's 300,000, depending on what your services are. But that's where I come in. I'm the most efficient person you will ever meet. So yes, I only work 3 days a week, less than 30 hours. I mean, I try to keep it under 24, and because I love what I do, but I want to live. I want to have a life.
Now, I know you're working with Donna because there's something about starting a business that you don't like that Donna does. So tell about that partnership you created.
So I come in and do the DIYs.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know.
I can tell they were like, wait, what are we doing? It's all new. She forgot.
I need a cue here. Somebody chat me something. Yes. Donna does different what I do. So I don't want to do the work. I don't want to do any of the work. And I'm not your mentor. Don't come to me if you want a hug or a pat on the back, because I will smack you on the back of the head verbally. I want to tell you what needs to be fixed and how to get it done. I'm going to tell you how to do it. And then if you're like, I don't want to do it, I want to do it, Donna will do it. Or, well, Donna will do certain pieces of it. But
I'll go in and just, again, I'll back her up, tell her everything.
There you go.
And like, if they still don't want to do it, then I might consider
Donna
working
might
with them.
But I think it
Yeah.
was really great how you two connected. You're taking Misty's class together.
Yeah.
And
Talks.
then you just started talking and bingo. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these years, it's so funny how we have all crossed. I call it the accounting conference circuit because there's a gaggle of us that go to everything. We go to everything, right? But it's so funny to me because we all go to all these things, and there's so many people that I've still never sat and talked to, and I'm like, how have I never sat and talked to this person?
We talked the first time last year at GrowCon.
At GrowCon, yeah. Which was crazy. I'm like, how have I never talked to Deb? Deb's amazing. And then when I talked to Donna, I'm like, how have I never talked to Donna?
I know.
Now
we've
Donna
never
and
even met in person.
No.
So it's like,
Have
oh
we
my
not?
God. We've never met in person. I
Now,
don't
Sharrin
think.
to me is a real superstar. You know, she's beautiful. She does all this
Yes.
stuff. And I'm thinking, wow, I'm talking to Sharrin Fuller. So we're at a bar. And, you know, I don't drink. I drink club soda. So she's there drinking. It's like 2 a.m. You know, David Leary's
Hockey
there.
was on.
And all these people are there. I said to her, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh my
I get
God,
back and
that's
she's
really
gone. I'm like,
bad. So
I
Go
felt
sit
like
her.
I was in high school. Or
I felt so
kindergarten.
bad.
Oh my God, my girlfriend just left me.
I hit that wall. I think it was Vegas night, casino night for GrowCon, and I came back. We were watching hockey in the bar, and I was like, "Okay, Sharrin needs to go to bed. Sharrin hasn't ever drink. She's never going to go to bed." And I know better. I'm 40. I'm 45. I'm almost 46. I'm like, I know better than this.
Old.
Well, you know. Do you remember back though when you're like, "Oh, I'm 30. I can do whatever," and then you're like, "I'm 40. I don't want to do any of that ever again." That was terrible. But I still try to hang with my emotional support beverage, but it just came to a point. But for some reason, the poor person in me, or maybe just whatever the anarchist in me is, where I hear bottomless or open bar, I'm like, I'm closing it. I don't know
it's
why.
the accountant in us because you know our favorite price
math?
is free.
I do the math of what it costs. I'm like, okay, if it costs them this, I got to get this value out. This ticket was $900. I need to drink at least 1,800 drinks.
All the time.
450 drinks. I know it's terrible, but yeah. So I felt bad. I was like,
That's okay. I forgave you.
I
We're still
know.
friends.
I'm like,
I've said it to me, so it's like, yeah.
I
done
told
it to you.
people, this is Deb's back. She's coming back. Tell her I'm sorry, but I had to peace out. And I think I even stopped and got like some raisinets and a water and then went to bed. So
But that's the first time we really ever chatted.
it was. I know. It was fun
And
though.
then
It
you
was really
pulled me
fun. I
up
was
to
excited.
speak at Women Who Count.
Yes, because I heard all about your amazing everybody was just talking about your tops presentation. I'm like, well, this is why I couldn't, or I had people that I could have had for closing, but I was like, they just didn't hit. I was like, nope. But then when they said Deb, I'm like, F it, Deb. And I still hear about it. Like in our,
Oh, really? Look,
when
write
I
it down 'cause
said-
I love to hear it.
yeah, we hear some everybody loved you. And so I can't wait until we start announcing that you're the opening keynote. I know ticket sales are going to go up. You should have negotiated some commission.
I'm so excited to be there. You know, it's my happy
I
space
know.
when I'm on stage.
Yes, it's gonna be a good one. This one's gonna be fun. I say that about all of them, but this one's gonna be really good.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. So what else are
I
you up
know.
to? I know you live in Vegas.
I do.
So what do you do in
I love
Vegas
living
that's
here.
fun? How's Vegas? I watch these Vegas videos and it says the town is dying because nobody's coming in.
So I said this to somebody and I felt like I was gonna get slapped. It's more of a quantity thing. It's less people, but those less people are spending more money. And honestly, when the casinos are like, oh, we only made $2 billion this year. Last year we made $2.3 billion. Boo-hoo! The economy's down my rear end. I didn't make enough billions. Yeah. Anyhow, no, it's very busy out there, but I forget I live in Vegas until I have to go to the Strip. And I only go if I'm going to a Knights game, which anybody who knows me, I'm a massive hockey fan. If we're going to some sports, if we're going to see a concert, if there's a damn accounting conference, which there always is in Vegas, and I was just at the past 2 weeks, or if friends are in town, they're like, we're in town, coming out. I'm like, what is the plan? Because I'm not going to walk the Strip with you in July. So
what do you like to do?
but
If
I love
I
it.
came to Vegas, what would you want to do together?
Oh my God, my couch is amazing, Deb.
Okay. I like doing that.
I'm my local place. Honestly, my favorite thing. My husband lucked out. I like to just go to the bar, watch sports, play some Keno. Talk to anybody that'll talk to me. have one or two glass of wine or vodka water or something, and usually we'll go watch a hockey game, eat. I'm a sports person and I just like people. I just get out of the house. But
Do
we
you have
just
any
got these
particular
cute.
bar you like in Vegas? Is there anyone you particularly like going to?
I go to the Lodge at St. Rose. It's my favorite.
Is
It's
that
right
on the
around
strip?
corner. No, God, no. I don't go there. I would never go to the strip. I no, just here. I live a kind of in Henderson adjacent, so all of them are within like a mile. I have like 10 24-hour bars within a quarter of a mile of me, which is, I don't go to them, but I like living in Vegas because I can. Like, I used to live in Utah, right? And Utah's like, you can't order wine. If you do, you have to ship it to us, and then we'll let you pick it up. And here they're like, sure, here's per rump. You can order.
You used to live in Utah?
I did. Yeah.
Did you grow up there?
Ish. I grew up in Southern California, but my parents moved me to Utah when I was in middle school. When I graduated high school, I hightailed it, and I met my husband in San Diego. Well, my second husband. We all have a starter.
We had to practice on somebody.
Hope he sees this. Just kidding. I don't. We were young. I was Mormon. We were young. We got married. I'm not Mormon anymore. Anyhow, we met in San Diego, and I was like, our social life is so active that we need to get out of here. We're gonna die or something. I don't know. We're never gonna grow up. So we moved to Utah to go cold turkey and buy property and build a house. We did that, and I'm like, okay, now. Then the Golden Knights landed in Vegas. I'm like, Vegas has hockey. So we ended up here, and now being more responsible adults, and my husband, I talk like I drink a lot. I really don't. I always have an emotional support beverage, but I'm not, you don't really ever catch me drunk. I'm just always like this sober.
I know, she is.
And people are like, oh, Sharrin's drunk again. I'm like, Sharrin's been drinking
Nope, that's how
water.
she is. If she's quiet, she's drunk.
Well, yeah, when I'm drunk, I put myself to bed. I 86 myself. I don't like being drunk. But anyhow, yeah, so we moved. We did what Utah needed to do. It calmed me down and made me realize that I'm glad I didn't have kids. And then we're in Vegas now, and I love it here. We live in the suburbs. And
now, what does your husband
do? I love
do?
it. I retired him about 10 plus years ago. So he does projects. He creates projects that didn't need to be created to make our house beautiful. Whatever he wants.
Cool.
He's a trophy husband. He can do whatever. Right now he's like building a workbench in the garage. I'm like, to build what? To work on what? But whatever. Every man needs a workbench. I don't care.
That's a tall desk.
Honestly, whatever keeps him busy to where he doesn't get mad at me when I'm working a lot or I'm traveling for work. I'm like, hey, honey, I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks, so here's the credit card. Go buy yourself something pretty. I love it.
Now, you said, I read on LinkedIn, you have gone to 20 conferences this year?
No, I will. So 23, I've already done 3. I have 20 left, and more keep popping on. And from here forward, I'm like, I'm only going if I'm being paid to go for anything new that's coming on my calendar. Like, I just can't. I can't. That's insanity.
So when
I
you
almost
say
died
paid to
last
go,
week.
what does that mean?
Like if I'm being paid to speak and they're like, hey, we're going to pay you to come speak and stay here. Like, it's not going to cost me
You're
anything.
that good. You shouldn't be paid. You shouldn't work for free.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying though. Like some people will sometimes ask you, will you come speak at this? And I'm like, yes, just cover my hotel or something, right? Just, I'll come. You don't have to pay me. Just, I don't want to cost anything for me to go. But then I'm trying to branch into outside of accounting. So some HR conferences, tech, market, like other places, going to those. I just got back from 2 HR conferences, and that's a different world. The vendors are amazing because they're so repressed. They're like having to watch their every word. But
when we had Tom Fischetti on. Is that right, Donna?
Yeah.
Tom from PathQuest? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Love Tom.
He was at Women
Tom's
Who
my
Count,
boy.
and he said that the accounting community is like none other that he's been around.
Oh, no.
How giving and sharing and all that. He goes,
it is so accounting is a community. They did not, but a lot of us are owners. We all do the same thing. Those HR people are all coming from different big corporation and companies, and they're very like, that's not PC. I'm like, oh shit, you don't want to be sitting at my table then because I'm not PC.
I just want to be at an HR conference where Sharrin is at and just watch that.
Some lady goes, I can't remember what was said at dinner. I'm not going to repeat the conversation just because I don't want, anyhow, I already get people in trouble. But she's all, should we be saying this right now? I said, it's 9:00 at night. You can say whatever you want. And she's like, well, how would you feel if I posted this on your LinkedIn? I go, oh, my audience would love it. I don't really work with a lot of HR people. So, but she didn't like that. She got up and left, but whatever.
Something wrong there.
HR is a weird world. They're weird. It was crazy. Now keep in mind, I met a handful of amazing people that I have like these long time relationships now, like friendships, and I'm excited. In fact, one of them I'll see in New York next week. And I met some new software. For me, it was less about the attendees and more about the vendors and the software, because I want to be able to expand my horizons. Man, some of the people I met were just great. So worth it, of course. And the one conference I went to, they go all out. Like Busta Rhymes closed out the conference at the club at Zouk at the Resorts World nightclub. It was insane. There were like 5,000 people. It was absolutely insane. I know.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm with Busta Rhymes.
So
The
next
young
week
kids
will
are
be
like,
in New
who?
York.
Yes, for Rippling on the Road.
Oh, are you going to see Ed and Ron?
Ed, who?
Class and
who?
Ron Baker, because I know they do Rippling on the Road.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they're at this one.
Okay.
I think they're at a different one. I haven't seen that they're at this one.
Okay.
I thought that's who you were talking about, but I wanted to be sure. No, I don't know that they're doing this one. This one is next week, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm hosting some table talks about, I just got all the information right now. You know, nothing like getting it a week before, but whatever. I'll be fine. I love winging it. Love a good impromptu teaching session.
Donna, we started this podcast, and Donna said she'd never have an opportunity to talk. So here's your chance, Donna.
Yeah, we sure do.
Oh, yeah, great. Now throw it to me. I got nothing now.
On that terrible cue
great.
up, Donna, of absolutely nothing. Say something.
I got nothing now. No, actually, I'll go back to the beginning when you said, Donna, Google 1912.
Yeah,
Oh,
so what's
God.
happening in 1912?
Almost to a week from now, the Titanic sank. April 15th, 1912. There you go.
Yeah, so the women who, the organization you're the president of is the same year that the Titanic sank.
I have to tell you guys something really fun. Hold on. So my phone just rang and my Apple Beats moved to my phone. So whatever you just said, I didn't hear because my phone rang. Just so you know.
All
But now I hear you.
What happened there for a second? Because, tech is always a challenge for
I
us.
just got 1912 was
1912,
something.
Titanic sank. There we go.
Oh, well, we
There you
have
go.
different
So
priorities.
different things. Yep. We got 2 new states
That,
also.
that really says something about the organization that you've been around
Yeah.
that long.
Maybe it was 1936 and I was just watching the Titanic. I'll figure it out. Somewhere between 1912 and
It
1930.
wasn't like it was started yesterday.
Yeah.
No.
So that gives you
It
kind
was,
of an idea.
it was when women could not write a check. Men had
That
to
was
do
in
it.
the they couldn't, like in the 70s, they had to get their husbands to sign a loan.
Yeah, till like
I
God,
mean, what was the
that's
voting
crazy,
thing?
right?
I should probably look that up.
I don't even
I
know.
don't think voting.
I'm sure all the founders of this organization were tarred and feathered for being witches. They're like, we do math. They're like, burn her at the stake.
Yeah.
So if anybody, now your glass wall, you said what was the community one? The glass wall's the company.
Clone and conquer. I have a method. That's trademarked, by the way. Clone and conquer. This is actually trademarked.
Now, if somebody wants to
Trademark
join
that.
that group, what's the group about?
I solve. I get people unstuck. So, for example, this last week with the conversation was on the 2nd. How many of you got paid today? Everyone's like, no, I have to bill. I'm like, if you're still billing manually, there's a problem. If you're still billing hourly, you have a problem.
People are still doing it. Drives me nuts.
I can't believe it. I
teach them. So in my community, it's ask and solve, ask and solve, ask and solve. It's not here's the idea. It's Sharrin, how do I do this? Here's how I do this. I actually will create a video. I will create a template. Here is exactly how to do it. You go do it. Just now you can go do it on your own. So I want to, as accountants, we're very easily overwhelmed. We don't like change. We don't have time to get things done. So the idea is we give them a quick win, one quick win that'll give them 5-10 minutes back in their day. Then they can take their 5 or 10 minutes back and get something else done, and then another quick win and another quick win until eventually they can get to that 3-day work week. But it's a how-to, it's a ask and solve. It's I've got honestly, anybody asks me how to do something in there, I honestly go and I create it for them and go, here you go, solved it for you. And then, talk them through it. I like being aggressive with people that are like, I can't do that. I'm like, yes, you can. That's what I was telling them, I'm not your coach.
Do you meet weekly, monthly, or do you just, as somebody needs
So
it, you respond?
So in the community, it's just open. It's me. I don't have other people. So you're not dealing with people I've trained my processes. It's me. I'm responding. I do have my community manager, which posts stuff for me, like posts the things that I create. But it's me. They're asking me questions, the engagement, everything. It hasn't been around very long. So I think we've got about 40 people in there right now. Once we hit certain KPIs, I'll start adding in a monthly call, and then I'll make it bi-weekly and whatnot. So right now it's more of a self-serve. Ask me and I'll ask and I'll solve it for you. Really anything having to do with a business more than anything. But
is it specifically for accounting, QuickBooks, or any business?
Again, my background's heavily accounting, so I'm very quick in anything accounting related, but it really has to do with a lot of operations, onboarding, billing, systems, SOPs, processes. I'm going to hire somebody, and I'm like, should you hire somebody? Let's look at what you're doing. Okay, no, you shouldn't. You need to do this, this, and this. This will give you this much time back, and you don't need to hire anybody. So really kind of helping them walk through it and telling them how to solve for it, and then here's how you solve it, and allowing them to do that.
So accounting translates into so knowing accounting is the base, it's a language of business. So it translates into a ton of other businesses.
Absolutely.
Because I do that too. Operations, systems, all that stuff. It translates all over the place. So there's more opportunity for us.
Well, and professional services all basically can run the same. You all should onboard your clients the same. You should have process. You should have procedure. Your employees should know how to do this. You should not be the dependency trap of your, the one thing I hate hearing is, oh yeah, they got held up because all the codes come to me. Oh my God. No, let me solve that for you. I have 3 different ways to solve that for you tomorrow. In little things like that, but think how much time you save. And I get them unstuck. Even non-business owners. Maybe you're a manager and you want to be a better manager, and you're trying to lead your team, or you were hired to lead a company, and because you have a boss that's crazy and can't get it together. I can teach you how to do things to where you can fix where you're at. So it's really
how much does your so it's a membership. How much does it cost?
It is a membership. It's $97 a month. And after.
Okay, now let me stop there for a minute. Everybody says $97. If you hired somebody of Sharrin's caliber, you'd be paying
$500 an hour.
Every hour.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes.
No, you'd be paying me, if you want 100 or 1 hour of me to sit down and we solve something, you'd pay me $500 for sure. But in here, it's, like I said, it's me. I'm very protective of it. I won't let anybody else, if other professionals want to chirp in with, it's a community, of course, but it's me. I'm responding. I'm solving for you. I'm telling you exactly what I did to build and scale my firm, sell it for over 7 figures with only 2 full-time employees, right?
So you're the only, is it a circle group, or how do they ask the question?
It is in Circle. Circle's a platform. It's in Circle, and I can give you guys the link to send out if you want. It's Clone and Conquer. It's in Circle. You can also go to my website, glasswalletventures.com, and it's there. Or look me up. Google Sharrin Fuller with an I. That's R-R-I-N. I'm everywhere. I'm like the plague. back in 1912.
Hey, we're getting close to the end, but we have one question that we always ask at the end. What is your one big idea?
Oh, I can't tell you. I just trademarked it and I'm going to create it. So next year.
All right, the one before that one.
My one big idea?
Yeah, what's your one big idea for right now that you want to share?
That I want to share? The big idea, like I'm giving some motivational, you have motivational message. Don't give up. If you want to do something, don't give up. I don't care if you fall down 20 times. Every time you skin your knee, you build up scar tissue. So the next time you fall, it'll hurt less and you're going to know how to land better. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you want to do it, don't give up. Don't. If you read my book, I will tell you all the ways I've failed over and over and over, how many times I've tried. And we were just talking about imposter syndrome before we get on here. Don't give up. You gotta learn. You gotta do it. And that's the ones that succeed, just keep doing it.
Well, we're so thrilled
That's
that you
my-
spent the last half an hour with us. I mean, this has
Yes,
been a real
thank you for
treat,
having me.
You know,
I love it. You guys are awesome.
but I will see you in. Are you going to scaling?
Of course.
Okay, we'll see you there.
Then I'll get to
Yes.
meet you in person finally.
Yay! I'll be at GrowCon. I'll be at Rippling on the Road. I miss so many. In my community, my whole schedule's in there. You can see where I'm at.
Cool.
Firm Growth Forum. I'm speaking at Firm Growth Forum. So
Great. Yeah, put it out there because we love to see what you're doing.
my LinkedIn or my community. Join my community. Get
Is
my
that different
bits
than
of
the clone
wisdom.
community?
What?
Your
No, that is
community
the
is the clone
community.
community you're talking
Clone
about.
and conquer.
Clone and
Clone
conquer.
and
and
conquer.
conquer.
Clone yourself and conquer the world.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks again for coming. Donna,
Thank
sign us
you.
off.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today on Bookkeepers on Fire. If today's conversation sparks something in you, take it forward into your work, your voice, and your value. Until next time, lead boldly and serve with purpose. Keep the fire burning.